The purpose of this screencast is to give an overview of how you can create a testimonials area on your website, whether it's in an existing sidebar or on a page where you use Conductor to control the layout. We're going to use Conductor plugin and the Conductor widget to collect the content in a single category, namely a testimonials category, where you have multiple posts. And those posts each have a featured image, some content, and a title, where the title is the signature or the name of the person who provided the testimonial. We're going to set up a Conductor widget with some content settings, with the posts and the category. We're going to set up the display settings to accommodate a featured image, content, and title. And now I'm going to show you what has to be done with the advanced settings to really tune up the display, because right now the image is probably a little too large. Likewise, there's a big blank space that looks a little awkward. And here's the title down below. I wanted to use this demo to show how few customizations are actually needed to get to a visually appealing and functional result. I did a little bit of investigating before even starting out, and I know that after looking at the Conductor widget CSS file, I know that there's a few lines of CSS that need to be incorporated and customized for this widget so that the image will be placed nicely with text wrapping. And I've got those CSS lines available in here and a specific class called people, which will help keep this very specific set of CSS to only apply to this one Conductor widget instead of every Conductor widget on the website. I changed the padding of the image on the top and the right, as well as I changed the float from none to left. That's the minimum amount of changes that need to be made. The next change that I have chosen to make is to impact the post title, which I'm using as the signature of the testimonial. And I've decided that I wanted the font a little bit smaller and then a decorative item to designate that it's the signature line. This last bit of CSS is something from the theme that I just wanted to get rid of, nothing really to do with Conductor widget. So then we save the CSS, and I know that I need the class people. And in going into the advanced settings, I'm going to make a couple of changes. One is I think that the image is just out of proportion to what is needed for the testimonial, so I'm going to change it to a thumbnail size. It's not going to solve the problem of having this white space over here. In fact, it makes that problem worse. So then I'm going to put in the class people so that we can incorporate all the CSS in one action. And there it goes. And the text now wraps around the image, which is getting to be what I think is going to work in the greater context of the website. But I'm going to try a variation. We were using the large setting originally. I'm going to change to the medium setting, which is just a side-by-side widget. And I think that that's going to work a little bit better. Just the positioning rather than the stacking on top, I rather have it positioned side by side. I have my small decorative heart just to offset the signature line slightly so it doesn't get lost in the rest of the text. And there's really about 3 changes I made to the CSS file to make the Conductor widget work well as a testimonial.